And now, the woman you have been waiting for, Miss Shannan Paul, who needs no introduction except for her wonderful name. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, my heavens. You know what? Normally, Facebook is a dumpster fire. But thank goodness for it today, because Jason was like, she thinks she's supposed to be here at 7, because I put a bold-ass post that said I would be here at 7. I was all, hey, everybody, come see me at 7 at the Phoenix. It's going to be dope. Fearless Comedy Productions. Glad to help the folks. It's all good. So I've been glomming through the stream throughout the day. Got to see some of my friends perform. The scariest moment, I agree. I saw Tim talk about this. My friend Julie, who was part of the sympathetic magic thing, was like teetering on that stool earlier today. I was like, oh, my God. How did this become Cirque du Soleil? What are we doing? And I texted her when she got down. I'm like, oh my God, what were you doing on there? She's like, I was a cat. And I'm like, nope. Nope, not at all. I was fearing for your safety from my home. All right, you guys having a good time? Sound like it. I'm trying to see like if my friends are in here, if it's people. Okay, it's all good. Good to see everybody here. It's all good. You'll be my friends? I do need more friends. Okay, normally I would just go straight into the jokes, but it's been a weird week, and I'm gonna workshop some stuff with you to see if I'm the weird one or if it's the universe. Is that okay, everybody? Okay, so it started on Wednesday night. I had a show in St. Cloud. I got home really late, like midnight, right? So I go to my kitchen door that I normally enter. Right beside my kitchen door, I have a table similar to this that my coffee cup normally sits on. Instead of my coffee cup, what was in there was a box from Perkins containing a pie. So I'm like, okay, it's kind of weird. That's all right. You know, Pie Day was last week. My birthday's coming up. So I took the pie in the house. I wouldn't normally do that. You'll get to that part of the story in a second. So I was presuming that somebody I knew had put the pie. There's no note on the pie. I even looked at the bottom of the pie box to see if maybe there was like a mystery message underneath the pie. Nothing. So what I did is, I don't know how your smartphones work. I wrote 15 text messages to the 15 people who I know have my home address. And it said, hey, weird question. Did you leave a pie at my door? And then I scheduled it to send at 8 a.m. because I thought that was at least kind of sane. So at about 8:15, all the responses start coming in, and they're like, right, weird question. No. Dang it. So after those first 15 messages, then I started going through my mental Rolodex of who else might have my home address. And they got a series of text messages. Hey, weird question. Did you send me a pie? And a couple of friends were like, oh, that would be awesome. What kind of pie is it? I don't know. And you know why I don't know? Because I watched CSI and Criminal Minds. I wouldn't even have brought this cursed-ass pie in my house if I hadn't figured it was my mother or Tara that had sent it to me like, hey, happy birthday, weird thing, here's a pie. Or a note had blown away in some mystery tornado in the city of Crystal, I would not have brought this pie. And when people are like, what kind of pie was it? I don't know, it's probably full of blackbirds or crows. I don't know. It's in this pie? So here's the part where I want to know I'm weird, because surprisingly enough, this turned into like a little mini focus group between me and my friends. Okay, so I'm gonna start here, and if anybody streaming us this home has a response, you can just follow us up on social media while you're making a donation to this wonderful organization. So, all right, in here, how many of you would have eaten the pie? Go ahead, put your hand up. That's about 50% of the people in the room. Now, how many of you would not have eaten the pie? All right. Now, there's some people who did not respond. Do you need more questions about the pie before you respond? What are your additional questions that you need to know about this pie? I don't know what kind of pie it was. In my mind, poisoned. That's what I'm thinking. Well, okay, if you knew it was the kind of pie, let's say, what kind of pie would you eat if you thought it could be a trap?
It's a raspberry.
Raspberry. Okay, let's say it's raspberry, rhubarb, something that's not a mousetrap. Okay. If it was your favorite pie, if you still did not know the origin of it, would you eat it?
No.
Maybe. All right, see, that's a lot of people. You're not alone. I've had to deal with this since Wednesday, and I am just astounded by the number of people who are willing to eat this mystery pie. Because it's not even a question as far as I'm concerned. I'm like, you know what? I even went like, I hit up like ex-bosses. I never got severance. Did you leave a pie at my door? Can we bring it to work? No. You know why you can't bring it to, no, you know why you can't bring it to work? Because I aggressively threw that in my garbage. I threw it away like, I rebuked it and threw it into the garbage. In case I brought the spirits into the house. Because that's how they get you. Like you cut into it and it's cyanide or a ghost pops out. Now my house is haunted. Or this pie that you're like, maybe it was delicious. I don't care.
So at least do you know what kind it is?
No. One with a crust. No.
broken.
I left it in the box though, homie. I left it in the box and the whole box went, I was like, I rebuke you. And I threw it in the garbage and threw the lid down and backed away in case something popped up. And you think I'm kidding, but that's exactly the motion. Bam! You don't stay next to the cursed pie. You back away so that the flock of crows doesn't get you. I got a lot of hair to get up here. You know how long it would take to detangle 420 blackbirds out of my hair? I'm just amazed. Like, there's some people. The other reason why I didn't eat the pie is I could just imagine having the conversation with my mom. If she was like, so you ate this pie and you didn't know where it was from? I was like, no, Mom, I don't. She's like, so how poorly are you doing that you need food and sustenance so much that you're just, somebody left it, it must be a blessing. Oh, no. She's like, I did not raise you. Because I am one of those people that even when I had, like, now I don't have like a let's go to work mystery food, but I was the one that was like, those donuts look sus. Like, I was really, I'm not eating that. I don't know. Did Sarah bring it? Sarah doesn't season her food. I'm not eating those, kind of thing. There's lots of reasons why I didn't do it. So that's been my week, and then I'm late coming here today. So it's been a lot going on. So this is a treat. I was looking through the donations for today, and I was watching them, all the torturous things. This will tell you who I am. I was like, those look very, very just, like a Twitter email. Like, those are so funny. Oh my gosh, those are so great. And I felt preemptively bad even thinking about making them walk on Legos. I felt guilty. I'm like, Tim looked very uncomfortable. Do the one where they give them compliments so you can sleep tonight. That'll be good. I'm like, I can't do it. Like, they're my friends. That doesn't mean it. The other big thing that I had this month is my son. I have a son. He turned 15 at the beginning of this month. Thank you. On his birthday, I bought myself a present. I'm like, thank you. Good job. He's still here. Well done. Any other parents, before I get into complaining kind of thing, any other parents here tonight? Okay, let me tell you about this. Instead of just bitching about kids, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you about what it's like raising a boy. A couple of things. First, I need to back up and also let you know that he has autism, and I say that on behalf of other parents who have special needs kids. Look, he is a treat. He is my heart. I am his voice. I love him. He is not magic. Because you know how we are. People see a couple of movies and they think they're experts on everything. So people saw a couple of movies, they think they know everything about autism. He's 15. He's not an excellent driver. He can't win him any money in Vegas. Then a couple of those stupid TV shows came out, like The Good Doctor and all this other stuff, or whatever that one is. They're like, oh, he has autism. What's his special thing? Emotionally manipulating me for more ice cream. That's what he does. What do your kids do, Here, I'm not saying that we don't have additional things we have to deal with, but I am saying that at least I know exactly what is going on with my child. Because some people Just have shitty kids. That's it. I'm sure you all know at least one, And you need to judge the parents because the kid just got here. It's the parents' fault. At any given time, there is a walk or a march commemorating my son. I have a t-shirt that says, I love my son, he has autism. They don't have a shirt that says, I love my son, but he's shitty. They don't. If they do, they made it themselves with puffy paint. That's it. They should get out of the Hobby Lobby and parent their child. That's what they should do. I thought it was going to be one of those play date moms, right? One of those hive moms go hang out with other parents. Then I just learned I don't like other parents. Just some of them are just terrible people. Like, I have to explain things I'm not ready to explain. Look, okay, I was actually really glad that a bunch of stuff shut down in the middle of the pandemic because that means I didn't have to take him to a lot of places that he likes that I don't want to go. Like, he still thinks Nickelodeon Universe is closed. I'm like, it's closed. Still closed. All the viruses are in Nickelodeon Universe. We can't go there. We won't be able to breathe. No. Normally, I also in the summer have to take him to the community pool, and I don't like going to our community pool because the other person that hangs out there is the string bikini mom. That shouldn't be a thing. No. I live in Crystal. She's under the fountain just watching it back and forth. The fountain is shaped like a rocket ship, psychopath. There's a high V across the street. When did we jet set off to Ibiza, Susan? And who's she trying to impress? Like all the dads? They're busy with their kids who probably peed in our pool. Because trust me, look, if you're a mom at a community pool, you know what you're supposed to wear. And that is an appropriate mom bikini. That's what you get to wear. It's that thing that's like, it's a two-piece, but it looks like a one-piece. And then when you're feeling sassy, just a peak on one side, a peak. A half a stretch mark, that's it. Sassy on a Saturday, that's what I'm doing. Or wetsuits like the rest of us that have self-respect. Maybe some sweatpants, that's all right. The other thing is I took him to the apple orchard. While I'm at the apple orchard, one of the other moms has on a t-shirt that says, I heart consensual sex. What the hell happened to you the last time you came to the apple orchard? We just came for the tractor ride, and we are not going in the corn maze. I'm like, put the cider down, little man. Mama made a bad life choice. Now it's time to go. See why my kid can't have friends? This is awkward. He's 15 now, he's 15. And a few years ago, this is the thing I was most proud about is, I'm pretty short, doesn't take much, so he's already taller than I am. The thing that I'm most proud about is he also weighs more than I do. And that is the champion move as a mother, that is it. Because if your kid is taller than you, that's no big deal, that's just science. If they weigh more than you do, that means that you have successfully not eaten all of their snacks. That's hard. That is a difficult journey right there. I find myself just putting things in my mouth I know I don't even like. I hate Doritos, and I'm all like, let's go. If I never ate another pancake in my life, I'd be good. I'm just sitting there eating up his crumbs going, that's why people have dogs. Why don't you have self-respect? Stop it. Here's what I figured, because I do feel better. Sometimes I justify, so I tell myself little stories. I create little fantasies as to why the stupid things that I do actually make sense. So here's what it is. I call him my little pharaoh. So just imagine back in the day, if we were looking here and he was a young prince, or if you had a young princess, what would you also have? A royal food taster. That is what you would have. Because you want to make sure they're safe. Stay with me, everybody. I'm going to help you out. Here's what you do. So just imagine, we'll go back to Doritos. You've all heard of Doritos. You know what you want to do? You want to be a good steward of those Doritos for your child. So what you do is you get out that measuring cup. I don't know how y'all eat Doritos. We do it by portions. A measuring cup. of Doritos. That one scoop, boom, you give it to them. But you want to make sure they're safe. So that means you need a sample taste of the Doritos. 7 to 9 chips usually is what you need. Make sure you don't miss anything. Bottom of the bag. Gotcha. But then once you give them their portion, you also want to make sure that you're a good steward of your resources. You're taking care of our environment. So you want to make sure you get all that air out of that bag. Just roll that bag down tight. Roll it tight. Then just mess things up. A chip will pop back up. You got to take care of that too. And it may be that chip and 15 of its friends. That's all it is. I'm a champion. He is a safe young man. He's safe, but he's also gross. He's just gross. All right, I want every guy in here, anybody watching, just think back to when you were 15. Your mother loved you. I hope she hugged you every day. She thought you were disgusting. That is just real talk. My kid is the most gross. I'm like, is gross a genetic trait? You got that from your father. It did not come from me. No, it's just gross. You know what he taught himself to do this week? Blow snot rockets. Right! What a disgusting and completely useless skill. Of all the things he could teach himself to do, that's what he decided to teach himself. And he's like, Mom. And then did it. I was like, oh my God, I need to find religion again. I don't know. This is my fault. They said you'd go to hell. I just didn't think it'd start on Tuesday. This is ridiculous. Wrong with you kind of thing. He's just proud. And I'm like, that's a completely useless thing that you don't need. That's as bad as me and my writing major in college. That's it. Because what am I doing with it? Coming here and telling you about my son's mucus. That's what I'm doing. That was a good use of all those years. You gonna write a novel? No, but let me tell you about his fluids. It's so great. They're projectile now. It's great. He's funny. You know, he is funny. And here's the thing. I started a little late in life, and so having kids. That's like I wasn't trying to have kids. I was actually trying pretty hard not to have kids. And my ex-husband managed to slip one in there anyway. He was very proud. He was like, pill-proof, bitches. I'm like, this is not. Like, what, now you're Superman? You evade contraception, now you're Superman. Get a cape. Do us both a favor. That's a much better thing. A cape and a condom. That's what we should have done, is planned ahead. But my kid's cool. My kid is very cool. And the thing is that, you know, I'm the oldest one in my family. I have 2 younger sisters, and they're like 12 and 15 years younger than me. So I was the only one that had a kid. And all they cared is they didn't want me to be a crazy mom. Because our mom used up all the crazy left in our family. That's it. Like, we have the kooky garage sale mom. The mom that has a garage sale all the time. Nobody ever buys anything. Nothing. Same stuff year after year that she wheels out and wheels in and wheels out. We be hoarders, but we're broke. But she's a mom, and you know what we moms do? We help. We have suggestions. So my mom always has suggestions for my act. Hooray. She's like, Shannon, you know what you need? You should get a puppet.
No.
I'm like, I'm not a ventriloquist. I don't have puppet jokes. She's like, no, don't use the puppet. Just take it on stage. And set it there. And never acknowledge it. Then, if anyone ever asks you about the puppet, just say, what puppet? Right, lunacy, right? You see this? Crazy talk. Also the creepy granny that watches my son at night so I can go places and make you laugh. It's a sleepover at Granny What Puppets. Like he didn't need enough therapy just hanging out with mom. You know what that also is? A good way to get murdered by a puppet, right? You've seen the movie, you know what they hate? Being ignored. That's it. She should know better. Now her latest thing, she wants to change the way that I dress. Her answer, Thank you. I think I'm fine. She thinks I need cargo pants. That's what she thinks. Right. She is wrong. She doesn't even have stock in Old Navy. I don't know why she thinks. And it snuck up on us, because here's the thing. She turned 65, rediscovered cargo pants. Now she's a cargo pants evangelist. And every time I go over there, she drops little cargo pants fun facts on me. Like, I don't even have to carry a purse anymore. Because I have my cargo pants. I'm like, you still have a purse, Mom. It's just so large, it's become a garment. It's all awkward every time we go to the store. She's doing that saddlebag pat down, looking for a wallet. And I don't help because I'm really forgetful and I lost my cell phone. And she went full cargo pants infomercial on me. You don't know where your phone is? I always know where my phone is. Because I have my cargo pants. Goodness, phones have gotten so large these days, it takes up all of pocket number 1. And don't you constantly need a charger? I do. That's here in pocket number 2. I have an iPhone, but I carry an Android charger because I might make a new friend. Do you love celebrating things? I do. Pocket 3 has birthday candles and sparklers at the ready. Yes, Mom, you're crushing life. I got it. You also know where your phone is. We'll call mine. We'll solve this whole problem. And we did. It was in her damn pocket. I love my mom. My mom's really cool. Here's the thing. My mom is retired already. And she doesn't have enough friends her age. So I feel like I get sucked into stories I shouldn't have to listen to. Okay, you guys have lived here for a while, right? So you know what we do here in Minnesota. We send all our retirees to the casino. You see all old people at the casino, right? My mom doesn't do that, though. What she does do is she plays a video game on her phone. Now, the game she plays is one where she builds up little fake castles. Then her little fake soldiers go and attack other fake castles. That's what she spends all her time doing. But like I said, she's retired, so my mom has a lot of time to play this game. So my mom is kind of a big deal in her alliance. So she was playing, and I just went to pick up my son. She starts telling me about this new guy that joined the squad. She's all excited. She's like, oh my God, Shannon, we got a new player today. He has a really big castle. Well, you know I talk to everyone, but you'll never guess what his screen name is.
Oh no.
Guesses?
Big Daddy 499.
Big Daddy 499. I like that. I haven't gotten that before. I like that one. Anybody else? Any other guesses?
Big Castle 69.
Big Castle 69. That was well done. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. I like that. So she says, well, it's balls. With a Z. Oh, I just thought that was so funny. So I asked him, if that's your last name, what's your first name?
Oh no.
Right. Any other guesses? What do we have? Harry?
Harold.
Harold balls would be good. No. Anyone else?
Low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit balls. I would do that. He went with smooth. Right. So now my mom is fascinated. Oh my, we didn't have smooth balls back in my day. Stop it. You know how your parents start saying something you can't unhear? I'm like, we didn't have to talk when I was 14. I am not talking about balls now that I'm 40. So. But she clearly couldn't read all the I just can't on my face because she kept talking. Well, Shannon, then he said, you seem really interesting. What do you look like? And I said, oh no, I'm too old for that. And I'm married. But my daughter Shannon has a YouTube channel. Right. Terrible grandparenting, right? I should go get my son right now. I'm like, Mom, don't send smooth balls to my YouTube channel. I got to say that out loud. And you know what she did? Just flipped it around and got mad at me. She's like, you're already out there. I'm like, I am not out there for smooth balls. That's not how your videos go viral, old lady. That's not what you do. She's like the worst dating app ever. Like, because you can block people on Tinder and Bumble. I can't block her. She's my babysitter. They're difficult to find. All right, I got a few minutes. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I think it's funny. Okay, I said, so I'm the oldest one, like in my family. So I'm gonna ask a little poll here in the room. Where are the other oldest kids at? Where you at, oldest kids? Well done. I'm gonna ask you again because the world falls apart without us. We need us. Oldest kids, where you at, oldest kids? Right. We don't even have the hard job. Here's the hard job. Any middle kids here tonight? Oh, they're at home. He's keeping the peace. That's what they're doing. Just standing in between everybody going, don't fight, don't fight. That's the hard one. People forget your name. Occasionally leave them at the grocery store. That's hard. Any only kids here? Any only kids? Yeah. Oh, well done. Is this crowded for you? You're like, oh my God. All my friends are imaginary. This is a lot of people. All right. I'm about to take your shine, only kid. I'm sorry. Where the babies at? Any babies here tonight? Look at them spoiled ass babies. Somebody raise my hand for me. It's really heavy. I need a piggyback ride. They're like, we were gonna donate, but then she came up and she was mean. I know you can't pick on the babies. You can't. Like you can't. Yeah, you are. Like, you know, and normally here's the other thing. Also, like the most adorable one in the family, like I get it, like, because all of us older kids, all we are just trolls ruining family photos, that's it. Then the baby gets here and like, thank goodness for this one, we can send out holiday cards again, that'll be fine. Usually also the animal lovers in the family. Are you guys the animal lovers? Like, looking like, we love the animals, that's it. That's the only reason we have pets. Babies and Hufflepuffs, that's it. There'd be no animals and no fruit. That'd be fine. So thank you, God. Now they're just giving up. Oh my God, she shouted out Hufflepuffs. Oh my God. I know we don't give enough love to Hufflepuffs. They're like, oh my gosh, all you care about Slytherin, they suck. And then everybody else is Gryffindor. What about us? People all brave and Ravenclaw and smart. We need us. You have gardens. Gardens and pets. I got it. No. For everybody else, that's just a Harry Potter joke. So that's all good. Yeah. Before it was trash because somebody can't keep her mouth shut. It's all good. That's all good. We can join that debate later. I'm one of those people that I'm like, I choose to rebuke you and keep your world that you created because it's dope and you're dumb. So that's fine. Keeping the world. But my baby sister, Lily, she's funny. She's the most millennial of my two younger sisters, very millennial. And I'm Gen X, so I'm just happy to be at the party. So it's all good. But I like her challenges. Like, she has these really cool challenges. Like, first she was living over in Northeast Minneapolis, and it was funny because she started some new hobbies during the midst of the pandemic. So the first thing she did is she got a flock of what I like to call boutique chickens, the little special chickens that everybody in the city got. Yeah, really fancy chickens. And one of her chickens got hurt a little bit. That's important to the story a little bit. Because this fancy chicken injury started a family text message chain. 225 messages long. To determine the proper course of treatment for the fancy chicken. It started with Lily, oh my gosh, Zena's hurt. Maybe I should take her to the vet. Our mom's response, no, bring Zena over to the house. We'll do rehab in the basement. That's message 2. Everybody, keep up. By the time we got to message 75, all I had to add to this conversation were photos of KFC and rotisserie. I'm a firstborn. We solve problems. The other thing is over in her North Minneapolis neighborhood, she started gardening. But it turns out in her neighborhood, they have some gangster squirrels. And they ate her plants, and the baby of the family lost her mind. We were on like a little Zoom chat. She's like, oh my gosh, those plants are really expensive. And it took a really long time for them to grow. And then the stupid fat squirrels came and ate them all. I don't know why they call them God's creatures. God would never do that to me. He knows they're important to me. I'm so sick of these stupid fat squirrels, they need to die. And we're like, wait a minute. That escalated quickly. So I was trying to help. I'm like, I heard there's some things you could do to deter the squirrels. Like maybe like put some cayenne pepper on the plants, you know, maybe like put some food on the other side of the yard. No, what the baby decided to do is go out and get a high-powered pellet rifle. Then climb up in her second-story window, start pegging squirrels. She started keeping little tick marks on the wall. She has 52 tick marks. That is a full-length squirrel coat she shot. But she has the best behaved cats ever. Like we don't know what those tiny bushy-tailed cats did, but we'll clean our own box from now on. This girl's tripping. And I'm like, Lily, you cannot just shoot animals. This is not a Noka. So she felt bad. So she's like, okay, maybe you're right. And I am a chef. Maybe it would be better if I cooked them. Nope, not better. Gross, that's the word you're searching for, young lady, gross. And what, now we're rednecks too? Ease on over to Coon Rapids, little girl. And I tell you this, when I go to her house now, I don't eat anything she cooks. Where'd you get these tiny meatballs from? Why are the meatballs so tiny? Don't tell me it's chicken. I met the chickens. I need to see a receipt. She didn't send me the pie. Tiny squirrel pie. That's it, no. But if you wonder what it takes for somebody to go from Sarah McLachlan to Ted Nugent, $62 in tulip bulbs. That's it. Thank you guys. I appreciate your patience.
Yay! Let's hear it more. We need more for Miss Shannan. Woo! So good. Thank you so much.